Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to potentially the final time that we're going to be playing Blueprints. It's sad to say, we've been playing this game for 2 straight months, on and off, over 50 hours of gameplay. The best puzzle game I've ever played in my life. No exaggeration. I love it. But at this point, we have to figure out what we're going to do when people aren't showing up and engaging and supporting with this game anymore. You see? I don't really know what else to do about it. I've done my best to try to engage people and get people into it. I can't make people like a puzzle game, especially one that we played 50 hours. I also, quite frankly, don't know what we're supposed to be doing to finish the game. Like, if you take a look, we got all the letters. We have 3 out of, I guess, 4 permanent additions. I have no idea what the other permanent addition is. We've solved 3 of the underground door puzzles, okay? Ellipsian says, it is imperative you power up the lab if you want progress. So that's one of the things we haven't done. We've never been able to power up the lab at all. We've tried, but we've never been able to do it because it never get the rooms next to each other. All right, so let's try to do that then. Let's see if we can power up the lab. So you need the boiler room next to the lab or in line with the lab. Okay. Let's see if we can do that today. If you like Blueprints and you want to see it continue, please support today's stream. If we hit a goal today, I will continue Blueprints sporadically. It won't be all the time, but every once in a while, I'll go back to Blueprints and play it again. Okay? Okay. Hold on one second. Oh, God. No wonder. My lighting is crashing over here. I guess I should restart it. Yikes. My lighting program was crashing. Like, why is it running like crap? We'll go with Hovel, where the floor plans will cost steps instead of diamonds, so we will not need diamonds at all this entire run. And there's nothing in the hovel, right? So there's no reason to go in there. There's never been an item or anything in there, so I don't need to waste a footstep by going in there. Okay. Mario Kart we'll play tomorrow. I'm down for that. Like, I was nervous you guys would never want Mario Kart again. But if you guys want more Mario Kart, I'm totally down for Mario Kart tomorrow night. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I mean, I bought the Switch too. I like the knockout mode. We can play knockout mode. It's so fun. Or knockout tour. That's what it's called. Knockout tour. Yeah, it's really good. Okay. Here we go. Hallway. I want to ask you a question. Can I see your console dashboard? I'm on PC. I'm not on a console. I'm on PC. So no, you can't see my console dashboard. I don't need gems, so breakfast nook. You enjoy Mario Kart, King Michael? Good. I'm glad. I mean, I'm telling you, the knockout tour is great. It's actually a really good mode. Should I open this? Yeah, why not? I got my key back. I got a gem and a coin. I don't need the gem, but I got the key back, so it doesn't really matter. Security room would be perfect. Yep. So now I really can't hear the music of this game because my air conditioner is on full blast. Let me make it even louder. Here we go. If you guys can hear it, great, but let me know if you need me to adjust the volume on stream, okay? Habib just did a £2 super chat and says, did you see the Black Ops 7 teaser? I only saw what was played at the very end of the Xbox showcase, which was literally just the story teaser. So I guess Mason is back, and what's his name? Menendez is back, or whatever. Menendez. And they actually have one of the actors who I used to watch on the TV show Heroes playing Mason now, which is kind of funny. But it was hilarious because everyone thought that was going to be a new game, and then it was Black Ops 7. And everyone got so angry at the end of the presentation. So thank you, Habib, for that. I received a $5 tip. This has actually been my favorite playthrough of yours. If this is the last stream, get the lab puzzle done and unlock the throne room. Oh, there you go. So there's a lab puzzle done, and that unlocks the throne room, which I've never done. Okay, fair enough. Seems like everyone says it's all about the lab puzzle. Because like, you're right, we haven't gotten to throne room. Okay. So let's turn it off, or let's lower the frequency of keycard doors till we find the keycard. Low. Go. Okay. Nothing else in here. Nope. Don't want the dark room, so let's do West Wing Hall. Heroes was an awful show. I think season 1 of Heroes was good. I think season 2 started good. And then what ended up happening was the writer's strike. And the writer's strike utterly destroyed the show. And the show never recovered. The show remained bad. It was hilarious. If you remember, there was a plot line where that guy, I forget the actor's name, but he went back in time or to a different time period with or a different dimension, I forget, with the girl who he was like romantically involved in. And then he got brought back to like the regular dimension or present, and he left her there and he never went back for her, and she was written out of the entire show as if it never happened. Like no one ever remembered the character ever existed ever again. It was pretty fucked up, actually. It was pretty messed up, but that's because there was a writer's strike. And so all the plots completely changed and shuffled around. There was different writers writing the show. So it was all messed up. Like I said, the first season was good. Save the cheerleader, save the world. Then, if you remember, there was the time manipulation where Hiro Nakamura was like talking with his other dimensional self or his other past self, and he found out that it wasn't really him and stuff. It was actually quite interesting. But then it got all screwed up by the writer's strike. So sad that happened for sure. Okay, so ENS became a member this morning, and that's a fresh one. Thank you, Ian. And then Stuart did a £2 super chat. The stream will not end until we complete that lab puzzle, he says. All right, let's get Ian on the leaderboard. And that's $5 to support between you guys. We're up to 42 now. Thank you, guys. Guys, we got momentum. Right now, we got momentum. We're almost to a third of the goal already, so. Utility closet, conference room, drawing room. So if I do conference room, then if we do any other room that spreads items in the house, we can go back to the conference room to get them. So we should do conference room. Commissary. We'll buy some items. Sure. Ooh, sledgehammer and shovel. That's excellent. We don't really need the compass. Salt shaker we definitely should get, because if we get extra food, we need the extra steps because we're using steps instead of diamonds, but we don't need the compass at all, actually. Apotheosis did a $2 super chat. Now, I hope this is a joke. They says, my cat died, but you keep me going Fentafil. If your cat died, I sincerely want to say I'm very sorry for your loss, okay? A pet can be just as much a member of your family as a human, and I know that from personal experience, okay? But I hope it's a joke. I hope it didn't really happen. That's very sad if it did. Okay. So we have no keys right now. Should I just go all the way back down? I probably should go back down, because remember, we need as many chances as possible to get the lab next to the boiler room. So we should probably just go back to the start, even though it's going to cost us some steps. Or maybe not. Let's go this way. We can dig here, right? Usually some good digging spots here. A rock, you son of a bitch. Ugh. Well, we got a single coin. Key card room, so we can't do that even if we wanted to. Locked, so can't do any of this. We do have to backtrack. So we have the dining room. It's way too early for that. Hallway doors will always be unlocked. Even though it's 6 steps, I mean, this is an excellent room to have. Let's do it. Hallway doors will always be unlocked. Sweet. ClockTower. Do you think we can get the key? Are we early enough to get it? Let's try it. Let's see if we're early enough to get the key. I don't know if we are. We've only been here like twice. No. That's a puzzle solution, but no key. Do you see a key, guys? Where would the key be? I need to know where it is right away before time runs out. Where's the key? I don't see it. You have to wait for 1:30? What time is it right now? We just sitting here till 1:30? Okay. It is... Wait, the clock's not moving. These clocks don't move. The heck? Is there any way to tell what time it is? By the way, this is a solution to a puzzle that we never took a picture of. But did we already solve that one? Oh, we already solved this one, right? I think we did. Maybe we didn't. Yeah, maybe not. I don't remember this one. Well, I'll take a picture of it regardless. Because when we last arrived here, we didn't know what this was. Okay. It's like 6 minutes real time for an hour. The clocks are moving, but you're seeing them from behind, so you need to reverse what you're seeing. No, it's not moving at all. Look, it's literally not moving. See, it's frozen. That one says 1:30. That one's frozen at 1:30. This one's moving. Oh, okay. So right now we're getting to about 10. 10 o'clock. I see. Okay. So once they all hit 1:30, then we're going to get this key. I guess we'll just chill. What do you guys want to do? We got to stand here, and then I guess something's going to happen. At 1:30. Yeah. And then we'll go back to the other rooms and start going to the right. Okay. Sucks we have to sit here and do nothing, but what are you going to do? It's the only way to get this key. It's one of the few keys we don't have yet, so we should definitely get it. Right? So what do you guys want to talk about? This is so dumb. I want you to listen to what some idiots say about me on the internet. This guy in the kick chat, Amatori Mammon, wow, what a great name, right? Says, oh, I agree. The way that he treats Jasper like his son is really weird, but a lot of weirdos do this. I want you to think about this. Do you think that I actually treat Jasper like my son? Am I paying for his college education? You know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about? He's a beloved family member. I treat him like a family member. You know, is he kind of like a son? Well, he's my pet. Obviously, I don't instill moral values in him like a human. but I treat him like a beloved family member, right? He's not a human son, no, and I've never said that either. But, like, what are you saying? That I shouldn't care about my pet? So I should just treat him like dirt because he's not a human? Like, what are you saying? You're an idiot. Seriously, what an asshole. I am excited for Resident Evil 9, considering that it looks like we're returning back to Raccoon City, and we've got Leon Kennedy as the main character. That's cool. So hopefully it's really good. Like, hopefully it's like a return to the roots, because, listen, the last 2 games were good. It was good because the graphics were great and the gameplay was much better. It wasn't just all action-based. But at the same time, don't we want a classic return to survival horror? Don't we want the zombies back, right? Instead of insane mutations and wild nonsense, can we just get back to the classic formula of what Resident Evil was? And I hope that we get back to it. But I don't know if we will. I'm glad you liked the gameplay dat stream. What are some ideas for the next marathon? Should I just announce it now? I was going to hold off, but I already know exactly what it's going to be. My idea is the next marathon will be the Independence Day weekend. I think Independence Day is on a Friday, is it not? Is July 4th on a Friday? Yes. So, I think it will be... We've had this on hold for ages. Let's do it. The Independence Day Closet Festival. That's what I'm thinking we should do. An all-day marathon where I clean out this closet again because it needs it badly. Okay, we hang out. We look at the stuff. We determine, do I keep this? Do I throw this out? We sort the stuff in there. And during that event, there'll be booze, there'll be food, but it's retiring the hats and the vests. Like we had talked about months ago, okay? The idea is that you guys absolutely loved the hats and the vests and things when we did them for a long time, but now we haven't done them for a long time. We haven't seen them. So the idea is every $50 of support we hit, I'll do a wardrobe swap. First, they add a hat of your choice. You'll vote. Oh, what of the hats that Phil used to wear will he wear? And then what vest will he wear? And you vote on a vest. And every $50 of support, we go up, up, up until you've seen them all. And every time that we wear one, essentially that one is retired. All right? It won't come back. Now, I'm going to keep them. I'm not going to throw them out. Because every once in a while, perhaps for nostalgia's sake, we would want to bring back a hat or a vest thing, you know, just for fun. But this is a way to, number one, retire that stuff, so I'll have room in my closet. I'm going to put it in a storage bin, and that way I'll have room in the closet for this other stuff. And to clean it out, it's a huge mess. And right now, just my office, I got Switch 2 accessories all over the floor. I know this box for the G920 wheel, right? I have shit everywhere. I need room to put this stuff in the closet, and I don't. My closet is just, like, explode like a bomb went off in there. So this will be an opportunity for me to clean and do multiple things at once. But we also have a big day-long hangout session that should be pretty fun. Okay? It's going to take forever. But we have to do it. If we don't do it, we'll never make this happen, right? Well, I do a react to the trailer of The Beast of Reincarnation made by the same studio, Game Freak. On Wednesday's podcast. Maybe on Wednesday's podcast. Sure, maybe. Yeah. We could do reacting to trailers on Wednesday's podcast. You know, I didn't know how long it was going to take to unbox and set up the wheel today. Obviously, it took a long time. But we could maybe do that stuff Wednesday. Anything down here? Where does the key become available, I wonder? Down here? Oh, right here. I bet this is going to open or something. It looks like it. See how it's pointing to it? So I bet that's it. I bet it, like, the door opens or something. And then you get the key there. Is there a food idea to go along with the festival? I don't know yet, but we had been talking about my wife cooking, right, for one of these events. So maybe she does like an Americana summertime barbecue style food for that day. Maybe she makes hot dogs with chili. Maybe she makes burgers. Maybe she makes homemade mac and cheese. Maybe macaroni salad, something like that. So we have like a cookout together on the stream. Thoughts on the new game trailer of Ill? I noticed this big theme now in modern games, especially when you're watching something like Summer Game Fest or whatever. Every horror game is now about mutations, gore, and body horror. Did you notice this? Every single one is about mutated creatures that are humans, but their bodies are all disgustingly distorted, contorted, too big, out of place, you know, joined together. And this used to be like the rare thing in horror, which is why it was shocking when you would see it. But now every game is doing it, so it's not scary anymore. Like, to be honest, think about 10 years ago versus now. Like, remember Outlast 1? And when you saw all these deformed mental patients tearing each other apart, that was very disturbing. But now it's like every game is that. So because of that, I don't care anymore. So a game like Ill, or a game like the game that looked Chronos or whatever, and it looks like Dead Space, or the other 17 games that we saw at Summer Game Fest, as well as the Xbox Showcase, that all have body horror. It's not scary anymore. It was disturbing at one point, but now it's like, dude, I've seen this so many times. I don't care anymore. You know, I don't. So I don't, honestly, Ill, if it had come out 10 years ago and everyone wasn't doing it, it probably would have been like, oh my God, I'm shocked, I'm appalled, I'm scared. It does nothing for me right now. Like, I look at it like, nah, it's not a big deal. I should call it Investdependence Marathon. Investdependence. So instead of independence, Investdependence. How about Indivestance? Indivestance Day. Indivestance Day. Join me on July 4th, Indivestance Day. There you go. That's a good one. Indivestance Day here on DSP Gaming. The final time you'll see hats and vests as we retire them on stream. We have a fun day-long hangout session where I clean out my closet. And there's cookout food, there's booze all day. What I'll probably do is I'll get some, like, maybe different kinds of beer, flavored beer and stuff that we could try. Maybe I'll get a different kind of moonshine, the flavored ones that aren't insanely strong that kill you. You know what I mean? I'll probably do that. Why not? Oh, by the way, I can go down into the foundation and use the key right away once we get it. So, by the way, I just took a picture. And I don't know if we ever had... Oh, wait. I need this. I need this note. Southward I see a swan, ashen like sands of the shore, carried by westwardly winds, rogue like the moon of the north. Eastward I see a crow, dark are the days coming forth. This is the key to the map. This is 100% the key to the map that we need to solve that puzzle in room 46. It's telling you the direction of all the countries. So we need that. And I don't believe we've done this crest here. I don't think we did that crest puzzle yet. The fact that there's a swan there and that means that those coincide. That's definitely one of the ones we haven't solved yet. For sure. The only thing is we don't know where the lines are for it. Kind of sucks. It's like a partial solution, but it's not the whole solution to that puzzle. Wait a minute. See, we have another partial solution too. Well, I don't think it's for that one. We'll have to see. DJ 09ish says, thanks for the free content. Appreciate you putting out content all these years. You're welcome. I'm glad that you enjoy it. Which ones did we solve? We didn't do Araja yet. I think we have the solution to Araja. If we can open the Araja door, I think we can solve that one. Okay. Oh, we almost there? Jeez, it's taking forever, guys. We're getting there, but man, it's taking ages. Okay. To learn more about the countries, you need to put multiple classrooms in your house. There's an outer room that gives you 8 classrooms. That's right. Yeah, you're right. The outer room is the classroom, right? And then you get 8 classrooms. Really? It's cool when the door opens? All right, sweet. Wow, Walters, I started watching you during LA Noire back in the day. Which one? The original from the Red Dead DSP channel or the second one that I did years ago in full HD on this channel? I wonder. What are we waiting for? At 1:30, as you can see, this clock is moving. Right now it's what, 11:30? At 1:30, which is the clue is that this clock is frozen at 1:30, a door will open and we get a secret key in a secret room with items in it, which is one of the puzzles of the game that's been ongoing. At that point, I think all we need left after that is there's only one more key left. That's the one, the king on his throne. And I think you guys saying we need the throne room. So I need to solve the lab puzzle to get that one. Which means I need to get the boiler room next to the lab or powered to the point where the lab is powered. So I can solve that puzzle, and apparently then I get the throne room blueprint. I do want to hit a goal, but we're playing the game. What do you want me to do? I'm talking with you guys and chilling while we do it. Let's get some support. Why not? Guys, can we get some support for the stream? We were at 40-something bucks, I think. What are we at right now? I don't even know. I haven't been checking. We're at 44 bucks of support. Let's get something else. Come on, someone support the stream. How about a super chat or a membership or a tip or a sub? Let's get one. We had 1 sub today from Buckwell. That was it. Can we get another sub? All right, we're getting there. Ugh. 2 more hours of waiting. What'd you say? Each hour 6 minutes? So we had another 12 minutes of waiting? Oh, man. Ugh. So, I got a question for everyone who watches on YouTube. Is it true that YouTube instituted something new over the last week? That all you guys who use ad block on YouTube, that it blocked the site? Like, people were telling me that YouTube's down for them, and I was like, no, it's not. And then others were like, no, it's not down for us. And people started looking into it. And it ended up being that if you use an ad blocker, YouTube makes it so the pages just don't load anymore. So you'll just have a page of blank blocks with no text. Nothing will fully load at all. They did it so that basically you were forced to have ads now. Is that true? Yeah, I have YouTube Premium, so I don't see ads on YouTube regardless. Happened like a week ago, but then it stopped popping up. Yeah, you know what it is whenever YouTube makes a change, it's so short-lived. YouTube will say, we're going to do this, we're going to change this, and then everything just adjusts anyway, and it's all undone. Like, this is like the 10th time that they claim that they're going to have anti-ad blocking stuff. It never lasts and never works. It always ends up failing every single time. So I'm not shocked. King Michael says they used to allow ad blocker, but they don't anymore because it messes up the internet. Those people who work at YouTube think they're so smart. Listen, for me, YouTube Premium, all right, gives me a lot of features that I really like. I get higher quality with certain streams. Actually, it says you get higher quality because you're a premium. no ads across the entirety of the site is exceptionally good. To be able to, you know, never have to worry about an ad ever again without having to enable ad blocker or any issues with that. It basically runs better. It really does. Like, when you're paying for premium, the site runs better. I don't know what it is, but it just is. But, like, for me, it's an investment that's worth it. Every day when we're here on stream and people are like, hey, check this out, do this, I can just open it up and immediately we watch. No hindrance, no bullshit, right? For me, it's an investment to have it. So it's not a big deal. I can understand why the common person doesn't want to spend like 15, 20 bucks a month. But if you're on YouTube all the time, I don't know why you wouldn't. You know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't you? But the funny part was that YouTube originally was like, oh, we're going to be like Netflix. We're going to have our own shows and shit. Wow, that really lasted, didn't it? Remember, it's actually, that's what started Cobra Kai back in the day. And then there was the PewDiePie show, Scare PewDiePie. And that got canceled after one season, even though they filmed a whole other season. They canceled the show because PewDiePie said the N-word. It's like, what were they thinking, man? Seriously, it's so ridiculous. Well, I don't know what the hell Mudahar's talking about. I have premium and there's no ads. So I don't know what he's saying, but there's no ads in premium as of now. Nor has YouTube notified anyone they would have ads in premium. If they did, they would legally have to tell you. Because if they don't, then you could sue them. Oh, almost. Almost. They said ads were coming to premium and YouTube Shorts. Well, who the fuck would ever watch YouTube Shorts? YouTube, again, YouTube always chasing the trend so late. Who cares about YouTube Shorts? They serve absolutely no purpose. They don't promote channels. They don't help anyone. They're a waste of your time. No, I don't get any discount on YouTube Premium. I get no benefits, nothing. No one likes me. Trust me. I'm shocked that I get on the Kick front page as often as I do. I guess that moderator, Dimitri, for Kick actually likes me, and that's why he does it. But no one else likes me. Like YouTube, I am now a 17-year YouTuber, but I guess they go by channel, right? So DSPGaming, no exaggeration, recently celebrated its 15-year anniversary on YouTube. You notice YouTube celebrates all these people hitting milestones, but never me. They just ignore me. Like, we don't want to, we pretend like DSP doesn't exist, right? Right. Oh, okay, you know, no one knows DSP except everyone knows DSP. You know, everyone knows me and my content, but, oh, act like he doesn't exist. Sweep him under the rug. Right? I don't get nothing. I get no respect. Absolutely no respect. Just like Rodney Dangerfield. You can actually see the grounds out there. See it? That's cool. You can see the different directions of the mansion. And the city around it, I think, too. Almost. One more hour of waiting. One more hour. It's funny. I wonder what Phil would do if YouTube demonetized him. Why would YouTube demonetize me? I literally do nothing risque, nothing of any fervor or, you know what I mean? The people who make fun of me are the most idiotic, mouth-drooling, boring people on the planet. I don't do anything even worth making fun of. I just chill and play games and hang out with an audience, you know, normally. I don't do anything that would ever get demonetized. I don't talk politics. I don't talk religion. I don't talk racial stuff. I don't swear at the top of my lungs at people. I don't get into fights with people and insult people personally. Like, none of the things that would ever get you demonetized have I ever done. No, I didn't tell chat to kill themselves, but I will tell you to get fucked. That literally never happened, but go ahead and keep making shit up. Go ahead. See how long you're in my chat when you literally make stuff the fuck up. You idiot. Alright. Finally, we're almost there, guys. Less than an hour left to wait. Yeesh. Oh, excuse me. All right. Little more to wait. Guys, if you like blueprints, please support this stream. Right now, we're at 44 bucks of support. We've been in this clock tower for like 5 minutes. No support is coming. Let's get some. Let's get a sub. Right now, there's no subs at all besides Buckwell is the one sub of the day. Let's get some subs from Kick. Let's get a super chat or a tip. Let's get going. Of course I'll ask for support after sitting in a room for 30 minutes, because I'm the king and you're my bitch, and now you're not there anymore. That's right. The king holds court, and what are you here for? If you don't like it, leave, bitch. Oh, you did, because I kicked you. Almost. Jeez, we're almost there. Right now, this literally is paint dry simulator. Like, the fact they make you wait until 1:30 in this room is pretty ridiculous. Is this the only timed thing besides the time lock safe? I think there's only 2 things in the whole game that the time matters. This and the time lock safe. All right, let's go downstairs. We want to see the wall open. Thoughts on Triple H ruining WWE? I wouldn't know. I'm not watching it. I watched it, you know, the Netflix Raw debut through WrestleMania, and that's it. I've never watched it since. It's been, what, 2 months now? And to be frank, I'm not really missing it either. There is another time puzzle? Really? What is that one? Open sesame! Why 1:30? I don't think there's any significance to 1:30. Stay upstairs? I'm being told to stay upstairs. Why? Something happen? Does it go crazy? We're almost there. Yes, the next marathon will be on July 4th. Indivestment Day, we're calling it. It's going to be a celebration of Independence Day in the United States. Plus, there's going to be a closet clean out and festival. Meaning, for every 50 bucks of support we raise that day, you do a vote for either a hat or a vest. Whatever wins the poll, I put on and wear. And then every 50 bucks, we vote again throughout the entire day. And those are the last times you'll see those hats and vests as we retire them over the course of the day. There'll also be booze. Like, I'll have some flavored beers and liquor and things like that. And probably my wife will make a whole bunch of food. for that day, like cookout style food, maybe some barbecue or burgers and hot dogs and sides and things like that. So it's going to be a full day of interactive fun that day, hanging out for Independence Day. Yes, I know you can buy your own trailers in Truck Simulator. I haven't had a chance to do it because of, I don't have money yet. We only really just did like 2 or 3 jobs since I've been independent, so. All right, we're about to hit it. Let's see what happens. It goes crazy. Come on. Truck Sim doesn't have microtransactions. It has expansion packs, DLC packs for different locations of the country. I bought Oregon and Washington so I could drive through those states because I live in Washington. That's where we've been doing our jobs recently. All right, here we go. About to be time. It's past time. Ah. Okay. Finally. Well, we finally got this one done. Whoa. What the heck? Each of these clocks should be set to a different time. Oh, God. 5 of these clocks should be set to a time ending on the hour. This clock's neighbors should both be set to a time containing a 7. On the hour. So 5 of them should be on the hour. So one of these is 7 o'clock. And one of these is an hour with the thing at 7, but we don't know which is which. None of these clocks should be set to times that contain the number 1, 2, 3, or 4. This clock should be set to the time that contains the same 3 numbers of another clock here, but in reverse order. Oh, come on. So, wait. This is true because it says red cards that are typed are fake. Red cards with handwriting are true. The clocks are positioned that the times will go up in ascending order. These are false. How the fuck am I supposed to figure this out? I don't think this is possible. This is insane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 9 clocks? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 8 clocks. They're supposed to be ascending order. The problem is none of these give you the starting time. Like, if one of them was set, then you could kind of start somewhere. There's nowhere to start. This is stupid. So it's the same as reverse. So let's say This one was 325. Well, this one could be 523, right? I'm just going to need the solution. This is going to take too long. No 1, 2, 3, or 4. So it's only combinations of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And then 5 of these are set exactly on the time. So we know that there's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It could be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, but it could not be. Because you also have 10 or 11, 12. Nah, this is the... I could sit here for an hour trying combinations. I wouldn't get it right. This is one I gotta look up so we can make progress today. I'm not fucking around with this. This is stupid. Seriously, like, what a puzzle to give you after waiting all that time to do it. Then they give you this fucking puzzle. It's actually quite stupid. So there you go. Lipton says the first clock is 5. So how am I supposed to know that? And it doesn't even tell you that you got it right. Both be set to a time containing a 7. Well, wait a minute. If they're saying no time has 1, 2, 3, or 4, does that also mean that no time has 10, 11, and 12 because that contains a 1? So then it's just 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then variations of them. So this would be 6. Let's say this is 6. Let's say this is 7. So what 7s could we do? 707 and 757 could be used, but not 710. Like right. You can't do anything with a 1, 2, 3, or 4. This could be 707. $707. Oh, it's 807. I wanted 707. So this could be 757. So 7 o'clock, 707, 757. The clock should be set to a time that contains the same 3 numbers of another clock here, but in reverse order. Let's say this is 8. Oh, thank you, Game Boy. This is ridiculous. It's 5 o'clock, 5:08, 5:57, 6, 7, 8, 8:05, and 9. Fuck this. I'm just putting those in. That is... You think I'm going to sit here for a fucking 100 hours trying to figure that out? After I had to wait so long? Yeah, this is... There's no way you can figure this out. Seriously. Maybe if this was the only game I was playing for the next several months, I could figure this puzzle out, but forget that shit. By the way, so 5:57 and exactly 7. We were supposed to know that somehow. Ridiculous. Thank you for telling me, because I never would have figured it out. I would have been here for hours. Obviously, we just want the Sanctum key, which is all this is even for. Ridiculous. All for a Sanctum key. Not even a big deal at this point. Okay. All right, so back to the foundation, and we can go open the Sanctum room and see if we can actually solve it. I believe we can actually solve another Sanctum room now. And then we continue in here and try to do the lab puzzle. Okay. One of the doors supposedly has another key behind it, because there's only one more key. It's the throne room, and we can't get the throne room until we solve the lab puzzle. So we actually will be able to do all the doors. I'm just gonna say, wait a minute. Why are all these doors locked? Okay. So I think we have the solution to this one. Okay. I think we do. Okay, so it's a flower that has a bunch of petals on it, like a ton of petals. Nope. That's it, the flower with a ton of petals. Yep. And then it's 3 lines. Like that. Yep. That's it. But now I don't know the other 2. That's what I need to figure out. And that was Araja, I believe. So let me find that symbol. It's to the south of the one that you're from. Let me find it. Araja, yes. And I had taken notes. Hold on. On Araja, I just smashed my elbow. Hold on. I had taken notes on a piece of paper. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, Araja. Traditional magic and poetry. Okay. So taking a look at the key that we had taken pictures of. Wait a minute. I'm clicking on the wrong thing. Okay. Darn, what color were they? We can figure out what color they are for the border. But we could do that last. Okay. They were rainy, apparently. Okay. So, tribal, agricultural, poetic, spiritual, industrial, academic, metropolitan, or martial. Well, they were traditional and were into magic and poetry. So, poetic. So, that's the flower. All right. Rainy is the bars. We know that. What is the third circle? There's 2 circles? Oh, wait. No, there's only one circle. Okay. So that circle's just color. So all we need to do is get the proper color. Which I don't know. Also, we don't know. I don't know if we know the number of bars, so that could be a problem. Basically, the flower is correct and the lines are correct, but we don't know how many of the lines, and we don't know the color scheme. How many are there? There's like 10. Yeah, we started with this one. All right, so that means that this wheel is wrong. This is what we don't know, how many. And that's the problem. We don't know how many, but we do know that there's one that goes straight up. So it could be this one? No, because it actually shows... Hold on, let me get the picture again. Oh, wait. It's straight down. Excuse me. It goes straight down, not straight up. So anyone that goes straight down, it could be. So it could be this one. Yeah. All we know is that it goes straight down. That's it. It's going to be another one. Yep. Okay. Going to be another one that has a bar that goes down. But you know, it doesn't show... No, it can't be this one. It goes down, but it doesn't have ones going at angles. So it might be this one. It actually might be this one. Got it. Process of elimination, baby. All right. I knew I would get it. Very good. Okay. Here we are. Nice hat. I was a little disappointed that there's not been a drop of rain during any time here, as every Arajan story I've ever heard has begun with rain. I suppose the anecdotes I make this trip will have to do without that flavorful setting. However, even without the rain, the puddles and ponds that dot the countryside make this place feel different than home. Luria Yena Ilor Loon Herbert. There you go. So yeah, kind of like Seattle. Like a lot of people say, oh, in Seattle it's constantly raining. Well, it's actually not. There is a lot of rain, but it's not always. So, all right. Another one solved. So, okay, when violet tiles are introduced, they are created a simple reflection of the variation. When violet tiles are pressed, they move south. So I'm assuming they want... Yes, we want violet. Okay. That's great, but what else did these do? Red? What did that do? Green moves back and forth. Okay. Yellow doesn't seem to do anything. I'm very confused. What does black do? We don't know. Black just seems to be moving everything to the right one. But isn't that also what green does? Green and black moves everything. Oh, no. So green goes across. Black moves everything to the right. Yeah, see? Green can't go anywhere right now. What does red do? Red generates another red in black. That's it. What does yellow do? Nothing? I feel like you need to get the green up, but how do you do that? Like, you need to get the green to the upper row. This just pushes to the right one. No, I haven't read any Mind's Eye reviews. No, I have not. Come on. Ah. Well, that's good, but... Oh. Oh, this gets... Oh, okay. I need to figure out how to push purples around. That's my challenge right now. The yellows don't do anything. It's weird. See? Why don't the yellows do anything? Oh, man. I don't know. This is tricky. Let me guess. This is one of the hardest ones, right? Shit. Yep, now I'm boned. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to look it up. The other ones I figured out except for that one, but this one's ridiculous. This is like every color possible, right? Like every single color possible. How am I supposed to do this? What the holy hell? There's too many colors. And the yellow, I can't even figure out what the yellow does. It doesn't seem to do anything. So what the hell does yellow do? Doesn't do anything. I don't get it. No, you need the idea is to get purples in every corner and then click this when it's in the corner. Well, how do I get the purples to the corners is the question. The green basically alternates back and forth. So no matter where you put the green, it'll alternate back and forth. When it's in the middle, it's stuck. Okay? I could push the green to the bottom. And now I can alternate the green with the purple. See? But now there's no way to move this around. I want it... If I could move it around, then maybe I could finagle to get some of these other ones to the spots I want, but I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to get the black to move up. And the yellows don't do anything, but maybe they do, and you just don't know. What you were supposed to be doing is literally taking notes every one of these you did in the game to figure it out. So I think I'm just going to look it up because it's going to take an hour to figure out. It's the Araja box puzzle. Here it is. Oh, God. Whoa, it's so difficult. This is insane. This is one of the hardest in the game. So, When you press a yellow tile, it moves up one tile. But we haven't been able to move the yellow from where it's supposed to be. Pink tiles rotate all tiles around them clockwise. They do? No, wait, this is the wrong one. This is Araja. I don't want Araja. I want Araja. I want the Araja one. How do I do it? Oh, here they all are. Yeah, no lie. This is one of the hardest ones. Oh my god. Dude, it's 20 steps. It's 20 fucking steps to do this. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's how you get the yellow to the bottom. 8, 9. Because that goes across diagonally. Insane. 10. 11. Oh my god. 12. 13. 14. Where's 15? 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. 21. 22. Oh my god. 22 moves. That's absolutely insanity. There was no way I would have been able to figure that one out. They're out of their minds. 22. All right. So, by process of elimination, we've got 3 doors left. This one we haven't been able to solve yet, the diamond, because we don't know anything about that room. That room is apparently called Nuance, and I don't think we ever found a solution to that room. So we can't do that yet. Nuance? I don't even know what it is. Maybe what it is once you figure out all the other rooms, then you can go to the Nuance room and solve it because you know all the other combinations, so it's the one that's left, I guess. Okay. Holy crap. Now, I mean, that's been... Guys, we've been playing for over an hour just to get that little bit done. So now we got to go back and try to get the power room next to the lab puzzle. Toast Fairy, well, that's fine because you weren't going to contribute to the stream anyway. He says, I don't think you deserve any kind of donations after cheating. You weren't going to contribute anyway. You're an idiot. But I did solve the other puzzle legitimately. Through process of elimination, I figured out the Araja crest puzzle. Okay. Can we get some support for the stream? I'm gonna go on break soon when my wife gets home from work. I'm gonna go on a break, and then we're gonna come back and do another hour or so of blueprints. So it'd be great to get some support, if possible. That's a dead end now. Okay. We'll definitely do the kennel. That's great, because if we dig, that means the room will be unlocked. Coin. Now the room will be unlocked. Sweet. Hello. Always got to pet the doggos. Okay. Bedroom. Car keys. I definitely don't need those because the car can only be in the upper left-hand corner. We can't enter. So we're never going to use those. That's a waste. Casino, we can gamble again. Now, wait a minute. You need a lever to do that properly, right? Yeah, so that kind of sucks. Let's do kitchen, and then we can buy food because we need more steps. And we have the salt shaker, so the food will be tastier. Remember, we're buying diamonds right now, essentially, because you use footsteps to open stuff in the mansion. There we go. Okay. So we're up to 61 steps again. Exceptionally good. I don't think we have any red rooms in the house, do we? We have one. So yeah, that's definitely not worth it right now. We'd only get 5 or 6 steps. Okay. All right. So, good place to take a brief break here. When we come back, there'll be more blueprints. Obviously, we're going to continue on with this run. We may even have time for a second run now that we're actually doing stuff. We'll head this direction. Hopefully, we can get a power room and the lab next to each other. That's what we need to do next, because then it's throne room, right? And throne room is the next key, and apparently the end of the game. So, all right. Thank you, guys. See you in the next part.